Hello, I'm Nikki, and today I am going to share a little story and talk about how it can apply to you, especially if you are learning to read cards or you're interested or you're learning to do anything. And it's about trusting your intuition, and then we're going to pull a card. So today or last night I had these dreams and I remembered a lot of them, and there was this theme of this dream, like I let somebody give me this shot, and then there was some thing about like a brain, like a base, something implant. And so I would just kind of woke up like, what is that about? And I wrote about it, and then I thought, well, I'll just pull a card and see, what kind of guidance maybe, or what's the energy of this from this dream. So I pulled this card, Sacred Paths, upside down. And Sacred Paths is not the tradition. This is a major arcana card, and in the traditional deck, it's the Hierophant. But I wasn't really sure. I was kind of thinking maybe it was the Chariot. So I was a little, but what I decided, I didn't really worry about it because I really trust that what I get from the card is going to be what is relevant for me. So I started writing about it like, okay, this is upside down, and definitely like maybe not being connected with my higher self. And I wrote something about like, really try to let things filter through my crown and filter through my own knowing. This was my instinct about this card. So then I thought, gosh, I should really know about, it was time. This is what my encouragement to you, like sometimes you feel like I have to know this whole thing, I have to memorize it. And at some points I have these things memorized, but this is a new deck, and I kind of think when you forget something, there is purpose to that too. But then, and sometimes you just move on. But today I thought I had this instinct. Let me pull out all the major arcana cards in this deck and just kind of do a little refresh. And so when you have that instinct, it's like you're ready to absorb some more information, or there's something coming through that having this structure and knowing it is going to benefit you. So rather than feeling like, oh gosh, I don't know this, and having it be any sort of a negative thing, it's just an opportunity, and lean in. Oh yeah, I want to look at this. So then I pulled up, I have this little sheet that I got once by this person who, when I first got interested in reading the cards, he did this little reading at a workshop at Two Bunch Palms, which is very cool if you ever want somewhere to go for fun. And it has like a little sheet that lists the traditional major arcana cards. And in it, so that was where I realized it was Hierophant. And the upside down is, so Hierophant is like, and in this case, it's the, Sacred Paths. It's about traditional structures. It could be religion, it could be school, it could be just other people's knowledge. And so when it's right side up, it can be indicating that you should lean into something, with a little structure. Maybe it is like, take a class, that kind of energy, depending on what it says to you. But when it's upside down, it's an encouragement to challenge the things that you believe, or challenge the status quo. And I thought that is completely in alignment with the way I read it. Like, don't just let stuff come into your head, like, what is it? Filter it through your own understanding. And it was so relevant for my dreams, because in these dreams, I was allowing someone to give me a shot, and I was talking about a brainstem implant, like allowing someone to give me a brain implant. And then I thought, oh, it was so interesting. And it was, about like really, for me, trust yourself. If there's something that's going on or somebody, and what have you assumed? What do you assume is the right way? What have you assumed for so long is the right way that it hasn't even occurred to you that it could be any different? So that was my message to me. So then I thought what would be fun to make this so this can be relevant for you too is I've pulled out all the major arcana cards in this deck. And I thought I would shuffle them and see what we get. Thought somebody was coming in. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle them. And this is going to be, so if you have a dream that you have remembered, like literally when you're sleeping kind of dream, maybe it was last night, or maybe just a dream pops into your head that you remember that, some random dream you've had. So this is information about that, or if whatever pops into your head right now, this is like maybe just a little insight into what that means for you, or what is trying to come into your conscious brain, what is living beneath the surface and wants to be looked at, is ready to become part of your conscious life. So this is, let's draw a card. These are all major arcana cards. I'm just going to kind of turn them around and turn them because I had them in order. Okay, and I just dropped it, but nothing popped up, which otherwise I would have taken that one. Okay, I'm going to pull this one. Just pull it just like that. Oh, the sun. Okay, so this is number 19, and so we're getting towards the end of the cycle, and it's upside down. Now this, so, I'm drawing cards for me, but at the same time, you're here watching this video, which means that this is relevant for you because you're still here, you're listening to this. This energy is relevant for you. So see how we've pulled the sun upside down. The sun is about being in your power, it shows that you are in alignment. So there's two ways to look at this, or two ways I'm seeing this. When it's upside down, it can mean that you are really giving your power away. Maybe you're shining out and forgetting to give some of that power back into yourself. Not healing yourself, but giving your energy, bringing your energy, filling yourself first, and then shining out. Because sometimes when you shine really bright, people, they like that, and they want things from you, and that's wonderful. But it is up to you to find that balance so that you always stay full and you can continue to give whatever you want to give. I think also another interpretation when it's upside down like that is, so especially in terms of having that other one, sacred paths upside down, there's a real focus on, because when you think about your higher self and the sun coming in, this is how I'm seeing this card, it's like your knowledge, it's your inner knowing. And when this is upside down, it can be an indication that you're maybe not trusting it, or not allowing it in, or so that kind of aligns with that other card for me. It's an encouragement to trust your instinct, trust your knowing. Don't trust anything more than your own knowing. When something gives you that little kind of tweak, it's really easy to brush that off. Do not brush it off. So if there's something in a dream that this kind of aligns with, you might be getting more information about where this is showing up in your life. Or if you kind of just had a thought before I pulled this card, think about what that thought was. This is information for you. This is where this might be showing up. This is an indication that there is somewhere that you're trusting somebody else's information more than your own. And this is an affirmation that you know. So Trust you. Trust your knowing. Okay, that is all. Thank you. This was kind of a long video, but very fun. And I appreciate if you're still here. Thanks for staying this whole time. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.